So we live in a rental, and there's a lot of things that we love about our house. We have a great house, a great pool, a lot of things that most people don't get in rental properties. But there's a lot of things that we don't love about our house. It's old. This is built in the 80s, and I think from a map that I've seen, we are in the first neighborhood of Surprise. So lately, we've been doing some upgrades to the house that are renter friendly, and also just moving some stuff around. As you've seen, we've moved a lot of things around here since our initial YouTube set video. We started in the kitchen. I have always been a little, like, not embarrassed, but kind of embarrassed
I was embarrassed.
about our kitchen because it's old. The cabinets are old. They're all kind of like mismatched, miscolored. They're very yellow / orange.
Yeah.
And the tiles are kind of cracked and stained. The sink is a white sink and it's stained. It's very weird. The countertops are interesting. It definitely looks like before we moved in here, they basically just did a mixture, like a gritty mixture over top of the countertops to kind of fix what was already there. So we've been here for a little over a year, and we've decided to finally make this feel our own, even though we are in a rental. The first thing I did was tile Backsplash. I'm using this Intersmart Decor peel and stick tile. These are just sheets of tile, and they are, so far, quality wise, I like them. They're really cool. They have just a backing on one side and a clear plastic sheet on the other so that you can get all your bubbles pushed out. And the feel of it is really like tacky, kind of sticky, but it's glossy, so it looks just like tile. And I chose to go with green. It has this kind of like crackled design. It's hard to see here in it, so it looks like real tile. When you look at it up close and personal, it looks like fairly real tiles. So we're gonna give it a go. Our walls are a little textured, so I'm curious to see how it's gonna react to the textured walls. So I just put up one piece. I'm gonna let it be, eat a little bit of lunch, come back to it and see if it's still keeping its stick. If it is, I'm going to continue with the rest of the Backsplash. I like it. What do you think so far?
Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely the good contrast. You got the teal and the orange. You know, without repainting the cabinets, it's made a whole new look.
This is just contact paper, and it's black with a marble type look to it. All of our appliances are black, so that really ties everything in together nicely. I was a little worried about making the kitchen so dark, but I think that this is the perfect time to experiment with some of that stuff because we are in a rental and it is removable. We're not stuck. These are just sticky tiles, and the contact paper is the countertop. So that's really made a difference in the kitchen, and it's really made a difference of how things look. The next thing that we've done, as you can tell from the video, is we've removed the calyx that we had here, this Ikea furniture. We have replaced it with this, which is going to be a greenhouse. 2 days ago, I came across this hashtag of the Ikea cabinet greenhouse, and I had never heard of this before, and I spent like an hour scrolling through all the Instagram profile that houses everybody's cabinets that they've turned into greenhouses, and I was like, holy crap, like we could definitely do the same thing. We live in Arizona. I have a lot of succulents and cacti. These plants do really well in the summertime. It's just a little too hot here in Arizona. So they kind of die. They don't do really well. It stunts their growth. So this is the perfect substitute for them being outside. They can live inside. I'm going to put a couple of grow lights inside of here. I found this cabinet at Goodwill the very same day that I learned about Ikea cabinet greenhouse. So the difference between the Ikea cabinets and this is that this is a wooden cabinet, but it still has glass on 3 sides and then a mirror in the back. It already had lights, so it was already prepared for that, which is big. The Ikea cabinets are not. And my plants don't need a lot of humidity, so this is actually perfect for me that it's wooden. They don't need to be super humid, so it wouldn't have mattered if I would have had a metal cabinet anyways. And maybe later I'll expand and have a separate metal cabinet that would house some more tropical plants or plants that really thrive in humidity, but I don't have those plants now. So this is the perfect starter to my cabinet greenhouse. And again, being in a rental, I didn't want to plant anything in the ground because I wanted to be able to take it with us when we moved. So that was a big thing for me, that I have a lot of succulents outside just in little pots, and I have a few around the house when I can find a ledge that's good for them to have sunlight. But as a renter, I really wanted to make sure that everything that we planted or anything that we did was ready to move, and it didn't damage or destroy any of the property that we were just renting either. So this is a big step as a renter as well.
And it's way cheaper than even driving to Ikea and back. We probably wouldn't have been able to do for $35. And it's already like styled the way the rest of our house is kind of already styled.
We did some other things actually too this week. We finished this gallery wall where I scored another painting at a garage sale. Like more and more I look around our house and I just feel like proud of what we've done with like thrifted items and repurposed items, things that other people have grown out of and maybe in their style, but for us it's perfect for us right now. So it's really cool to see what we have found and what we have scored in our journey of kind of making this our own home.
This house had pretty good character when we moved in. You know, it's interesting. The stairs wrap around. The pool's nice. 2 sliding glass doors to go back to the pool. It's laid out well, but just adding all of these like little things and inexpensive and kind of fun little just project-y sort of things. A lot of what you and I create is digital on the computer. We just click the mouse, we click the keyboard. We make things there, and that's what generates revenue. But these things that are like tangible good, you know, we don't move around a whole lot, and having these things to do like breaks it up for us mentally. I think that's really big. Sitting all the time really sucks. So I've been spending a lot of time in the garage doing stuff and doing these little projects, like doing that painting and all that stuff. It's just been super helpful for me.
Yeah, definitely, and it makes our house, I think, feel more like it's our home and that it's not somebody else's. You know, almost all of last year we went with nothing on the walls. So it's cool to see it all kind of come together and to really feel like this is a place that we call home.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe. If you saw something you want to comment on in the video, we'd love to hear from you.